Ladies and gentlemen, in the ring at this time, please welcome
the three-weight world champion and tonight
it is Shakur Stevenson fast becoming a superstar.
across the ring, he is the defending champion, fighting tonight out of the red corner. He comes to the ring wearing black with paint and weighing in officially at 134.1 pounds. Hailing from Brick City, Newark, New Jersey, USA, a 2016 Olympic silver medalist, now undefeated as a professional with 22 wins, 10 of those 22 wins coming by way of knockout. The reigning and defending WBC lightweight champion of the world, Shakur Stevenson!
And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, he is the defending world champion. He wears maroon with blue and gold trim. He scaled at the lightweight limit of 135 pounds, bang on. His professional record, also a perfect one. 16 fights, 16 victories, 12 of them coming by way of knockout. Hard-hitting Honduran 2016 Olympian is widely recognized as one of the best active fighters on the planet. Tonight, this 2020 Fighter of the Year makes his 7th appearance right here at Madison Square Garden, fighting out of Brooklyn, New York, USA. Is the reigning, defending, undefeated IBF, WBO, WBA, WBC franchise, and Ring Magazine lightweight champion of the world, Teofimo Lopez!
At a heated press conference, Teofimo Lopez issued a direct warning to Shakur Stevenson, promising to dominate inside the ring. Embracing his underdog label, Lopez made it clear he welcomes being doubted and intends to make underestimation a costly mistake. Lopez guaranteed an elite-level performance built on championship experience, high fight IQ, explosive power, and relentless hunger. Locked in and battle-ready, he promised complete control once the bell rings, aiming to remind the boxing world that he belongs among the sport's pound-for-pound elite. As fight night approaches, Lopez enters the showdown driven by confidence, determination, and a clear intention to redefine the narrative around his legacy. Teofimo Lopez made it clear that he has no intention of allowing Shakur Stevenson to take the championship he fought relentlessly to earn. He emphasized that the belt represents years of sacrifice, discipline, pain, and non-stop grinding at the highest level of the sport. For Lopez, this fight is about protecting his legacy and defending everything he built through blood, sweat, and mental toughness. Fueled by pride and belief, he enters the bout fully locked in, convinced that no opponent can take what was earned through championship-level commitment and sacrifice.
Yeah, beat him up. Beat him up.
And we know at one point you contemplated retirement. Seems like you're in a good place now. You're active. Where are you at right now? Where are you feeling about your career?
Mentally, I'm in the Bahamas somewhere, having a coquito.
Analyst Akin delivered a sharp tactical breakdown of the Shakur Stevenson vs. Teofimo Lopez championship clash, predicting a high-level 12-round chess match rather than an early stoppage. He believes the opening 6 rounds will be critical, as Stevenson is unlikely to start aggressively. Instead, Shakur is expected to work off the back foot, relying on elite defense, ring IQ, and timing to gather information and read Lopez's intentions. If Lopez can control the early rounds with speed, explosiveness, and power, it may force Stevenson to adjust his strategy later, increasing drama and competitiveness. Lopez is viewed as a dangerous frontrunner, most lethal when building momentum, raising questions about whether he can sustain that intensity deep into a world title fight. Akin suggests that if Stevenson falls behind early, he will be forced to open up in the championship rounds, creating a thrilling primetime finish with major legacy implications. However, if Lopez drops the early rounds, Stevenson's precision and composure could carry him to a dominant unanimous decision. Ultimately, energy management, execution, and championship composure will decide the outcome.
Of being in the ring,
Yes.
Shakur Stevenson. Obviously, you guys are both in Las Vegas. I'm hearing that you did link up today. A face-off happened between the two of you?
Yeah, face-off happened, things of that nature, just to create the things that are in motion already. So we're really adamant about fighting each other next, and I can't wait for us to really lace it up. And I see him across the ring, and really when that bell rings, lights out for him.
What's it like seeing him now kind of face to face? When you look at him, what do you see? Because obviously you're not locked in just yet, and the closer it gets to a fight, obviously things turn a little bit. But when you do look at Shakur, what do you think of him?
I think I don't think too much of it. You know, I think that he believes in himself. That's one thing. But I'm here to destroy his dreams and all that he wants to do and become. You can't take this from me. I worked very hard for it. I've bled for this, and I'm not taking nothing from him, but I just believe that what's gonna happen next is for destiny in the bike.
Shakur Stevenson explained that his motivation comes from an intense competitive drive and an obsession with proving greatness at the highest level of boxing. Studying Teofimo Lopez's past performances, Stevenson said he was impressed by Lopez's explosive confidence, athleticism, and flashy ring IQ. Qualities that reminded him of a young Roy Jones Jr. That comparison fueled Stevenson's desire to test himself against a dangerous, high-value opponent. He views this matchup as a career-defining moment, an opportunity to measure his skills against elite competition while adapting to new tactics and fight dynamics. Reflecting on his difficult bout against William Zepeda, Stevenson admitted the pressure-heavy style was uncomfortable and physically demanding, but it became a turning point in his growth. That fight proved he could remain composed under relentless pressure and succeed in adversity. Now preparing for Lopez, Stevenson believes he is fully equipped to handle elite speed, knockout power, and unpredictable exchanges. With championship experience, tactical intelligence, and mental discipline, he is confident he can control the fight, display elite defense, and strengthen his legacy on boxing's biggest stage.
I don't think that Shakur is going to come out and try to fight or take the fight to Teo in the first 6 rounds at all. So if he's fighting off the back foot, if Teo can make it so that he's convincingly, or he's convinced at least Shakur that he may have won 4 of the first 6 rounds. If it's 4-2 in Shakur's mind going into the second half of the fight, or if I'm looking at him stealing those first 6 rounds, then it's an interesting fight going into the tail end, because Teo, to me, is a front runner, right? I want to see if he can carry his energy and his explosiveness late in the fight and not wear down. And then when Shakur starts to open up, can you steal some of those championship rounds from him and make it like a close fight? I think if Teo comes out and does what he usually does, which is try to swarm Shakur early and keep Shakur on the defensive early, then he can try to steal a lot of those early rounds. And if he does that, then Shakur has to fight in the tail end of that fight. Now to make it real interesting. If I'm looking at the first 3 rounds, first 4 rounds, and Teo looks like he's losing those rounds convincingly, then it's an easy night for Shakur, unanimous decision in my opinion. You know what I mean? Because I don't think Teo is going to bring anything late in the game, to this fight. I think if he is who he's always been, he's going to get gassed after like the 7th round and then take some rounds off. And when he does that, Shakur will open up and start to try to pick him apart, pot shot him, and do things like that. But this is the perfect fight, narrative-wise, for Shakur, because I've been waiting for Shakur to get into that fight where, he doesn't have the fight where, he doesn't have this Diego Corrales fight, you know what I mean, where you think he's actually in danger. Shakur has been he's been outclassing everybody he's in the ring with, you know what I mean? Then the guys that you think could give him some work, like De Los Santos, I know people hate when I bring that fight up, but I want to see him.
Chris Algieri highlighted the massive significance of the Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez showdown, calling it a defining moment for elite boxing and the global pay-per-view market. Algieri praised high-risk, high-reward matchups where pound-for-pound talents face each other without fear, explaining that true superstars remain elite even after setbacks. He believes this fight perfectly embodies that championship mindset. Rather than a reckless brawl, Algieri expects a masterclass in ring IQ, precision, and tactical brilliance. The technical excellence, defensive skill, and calculated offense should captivate both hardcore fans and casual viewers. According to Algieri, a decisive win for Stevenson would firmly place him among the top 5 to 7 pound-for-pound fighters in the world, a status many analysts already believe he holds. He described the bout as a throwback clash reminiscent of legendary rivalries where skill, legacy, and boxing history were on the line, proving that elite boxing remains meaningful, profitable, and electrifying in the modern era.
But bro, what is it about you that has you, looking at a fighter that is the truth and then saying, I want to fight him? It seems like it should be normal if you're a fighter, right? But that stuff is dying off in the game right now. And I feel like you one of the last of the dying breed that actually want real challenges.
Yeah, I'm competitive, bro. So it's like, I want to be the best. So when I see certain guys out there, and I seen Tio his last fight, I was there front row, and I'm like, damn, this dude is like, he like a baby Roy, like he like doing things with his hands down, flashy. And I thought it was cool, so it kind of made me want to get in a ring with him and see if he could do them things against my style.
Your last fight was against William Zepeda in July, and you fought a totally different way. It wasn't the easiest way or the best way to fight, but I think it was good for you and your development because it not only sent a message to the rest of the division, one up, your division at that time, and then the one above you, but it sent a message to the fans. But I think it also did something for you to prove to yourself that, man, listen, that wasn't like my best performance, but I showed you I can get it out the mud. What did that performance kind of do for you now that you look back at it?
Honestly, I think like styles-wise, I think that Zepeda's style is the style that's supposed to give me the most trouble. Like guys that box and give me time to think is the guys that's gonna have a fit with me all night. But the guys who press me and put me against some ropes and throw a million punches, that's the style that's supposed to give me trouble. So I went out there and I prevailed against that style, and now I'm fighting against a boxer, which for me, it just makes it more fun. I don't have to deal with a guy that's trying to like wear me down.